Welcome, colonist, to the Outer Worlds. My name is Draco Invictus, and I am going to be your guide today in character creation, leveling up, and planning for the future. Let's get to it. Alright, colonists, so here we are. This is the first screen when you create a new game. This is you creating your character. So we want to talk about the initial setup, what to do when you're leveling up, and how you can plan for the future. So we're going to cover all of those things in this video, so stay tuned. We're going to cover it all. So there are three main attributes: body, mind, and personality. In each of those are two sub-attributes: strength and dexterity for body, and mind is intelligence, perception, charm, and temperament in personality. You start at average for all of those. So you can go up or down. Did you know you could go down? Yes, you can actually be below average in any skill. And Dr. Phineas over there, he's going to make a comment if you do go below average, or if you go really above average to, really very high.
Smarter than my navigation
so yeah,
computer.
he makes some great comments in the background, very quippy, and I love it. So if you do go below average, there is a penalty.
To the ship's gravity.
So weapon durability loss is increased for dexterity. Tactical time dilation drain from movement is doubled for strength. Intelligence might be kind of fun. I won't be doing it for my first playthrough, but
all right, friend.
below average, words are hard. Thinking no good. Dumb dialogue options unlocked, which means that there is an entire dialogue tree that you are missing out on if you don't do below average intelligence. So for today's example, we're going to create a sniper. I love playing sniper, so it's very easy for me to kind of figure all this out. So we are looking for long guns, and I happen to know that both intelligence and perception give us additional skill points for long guns. But it's not just long guns that we're getting here. So if I leave both of those at very high, we go next, we can come down here to long guns, and you can see we're at a 30. It's the only stat up here that's at a 30 because we picked the two attributes that both contributed to long guns. And here's how the point system works. Let's go back to attributes. We're going to kick all this back down to average.
Oh dear, you spelled your
At
name with a
average,
5.
you get 6 skill points for each skill. If you go below average,
You're a few
you
stars
deduct
short of a
3 skill
constellation.
points. If you go good, you gain 3 skill points. That's where the math changes. At high, I add an additional 4. At very high, I add an additional 5.
Be in this mess.
So that means that we're actually getting a collective 12 points if you went very high in any stat. So intelligence, 12 points. Perception, 12 points.
For reading people.
The base of 6. Our long guns is now at 30. That's the easiest way to figure that out. This is how this all worked. Okay. So now we are on the skills page. Again, we are continuing with our sniper build. Now notice I can't pick an individual skill. I can only pick a skill group. And this is the only time that you do a group. When you're leveling up, you do individual skills. But right now, you get 2 points to level up skill groups. Now, as you can see by picking intelligence perception, we did get some great other points. So handguns is at 18. That's a good bump off of the 6 originally. Dodge, heavy weapons, persuasion for checks, hack and lockpick, medical, science, engineering, and determination all got serious bumps by increasing our intelligence and perception to their maxes. Determination gives your companions additional health. Inspiration contributes to companion damage bonus. And then, of course, engineering skills, science skills, medical skills, healing amounts affected, plasma damage, science weapon effects, Engineering skills reduce the armor parts and weapons needed to repair your equipment. So all great skills to have. Persuasion is persuasion skill checks when you're having conversations. So, and then if you look over here, you see the base skill unlocks. So at 20 points, we hit novice, 40 competent, 60 adept, 80 expert, 100 master. I think the only way you're going to get to 100 by starting this game pretty much is putting every point in one stat. I don't know though. That's 70 points. You get 10 points a level. So no, I could hit 100 pretty quick with long guns with a starting stat of 30. So yeah, that's it's definitely possible that you don't have to dump all your skill points in one. But right now, starting character, I want to go ranged, so we get 10 points for each thing. I don't think I can do ranged again. Yeah, no.
We'll put those
this is like a specialization in Fallout New Vegas. That's exactly what this is like. Picking 2 things that increase your stats. So ranged, and I also want to increase my stealth. So I get those additional points there. So I'm already at the first base skill unlocks for hacking and lockpicking. I'm close on sneak. And then the same thing goes for handguns. I'm almost halfway there, but we've already hit those first levels for the unlocks. So that's it for skills for character creation. We'll talk about leveling up here in just a second. Aptitude. This is something I wanted to talk about because this is the one thing you can't change later on. In the game, there is essentially a respecking machine. You pay some bits, which is the currency of the game, and you can respec your character. You can reapply attributes and skill points and all that good stuff. The one thing you cannot change is aptitude, because that is the one thing that the character comes into the game with that you cannot change. So for this character, I think I'm going to go Elevator Operations Specialist just because it gives us the bonus to engineering. But I encourage you guys to look through each one of these and figure out which one's going to work. Maybe you want +1 to medical or +1 to inspiration. You know, so figure out which one is going to work for you. I'm going to go engineering because we're a techie sniper. Yeah. And then you have your appearance, and let's see what we get for a random character. Wow. Wow, that's a face only a mother could love. Alright, and then, of course, you would move on to your name. And there's lots of things that you can do. This isn't about... you can go in and play with the character creation. This isn't about creating your look. Because for the most part, you don't get to see your own character anyway. Because it is a first-person shooter. And then you would end up naming your character. Now we're going to take a look at leveling up and things that you're going to do when you level up. Alright guys, so here we are on a character that I've just been kind of playing around with, trying to understand the game a little bit better. And when you level up, the first thing that you would be doing is putting points into your skills. You get 10 points to apply every level. But it does not apply to the skill groups like it did at character creation. It applies to the very specific skills that you wanted to level up. So you can see here this character is level 3. I've got 40 points in long guns, and yeah, lockpick is at 30. But yeah, you could apply all 10 points to one skill. You could spread it out over each one of them. You just have 10 points per level. And then on every even level, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, blah, 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 you get a perk. And this is the easiest way to actually take a look at all the perks. And there are 14 perks per each tier. Now, to get to the tier 2 perks, you have to have applied 5 perk points. So, any of the 5 in the tier 1. To get to the tier 3, you have to have applied 10 previous perk points. So, at level 12, you'll be able to pick your first tier 2, because you'll get one at 2, one at level 4, one at level 6, one at level 8, one at level 10. That's your 5 tier 1s. Now, if there's a 6th tier 1 perk that you wanted to take, you could absolutely take that at level 12. because Tier 3 does not require 5 from Tier 1 and 5 from Tier 2. You could skip all of Tier 2 if you wanted and go from 1 to 3 if you applied 10 perk points up here in Tier 1. So let's go through these really quickly so that you guys have a pretty good idea as to what you're looking at. So Toughness gives you plus 50% max health. Slow the World gives plus 25% tactical time dilation meter max. Let's talk about tactical time dilation. I'm just going to call it time dilation from now on. That is the Outer Worlds version of VATS, except it does have a clock running on it. And as you move or aim or shoot or attack or do anything, that clock gets shorter and shorter, faster and faster. So, and then it takes a little bit of time for that little bar to fill back up so that you can use time dilation again. So it's kind of like VATS. And there are some cool things that you can do with it. So definitely something worth taking a look at. That's Slow the World. Lone Wolf, plus 25% damage when alone in party. I think they could drop the in party thing off there. I'm just saying. Strider, plus 25% walk speed. Cheetah, plus 20% sprint speed. High maintenance, minus 25% weapon armor durability loss. So your stuff degrades slower. Precision, plus 15% companion crit chance. Resilient, plus 5 base armor rating, a few bits more, plus 100% additional ammo stock in vendors, and plus 100% additional consumable and general stock on vendors. Pack Mule, plus 50 kilograms carrying. Quick and the Dead, plus 50% tactical time dilation recharge rate. Traveler, unlock the ability to fast travel when encumbered. I will probably most likely be taking that because I am a hoarder. Deadly Demonstrations, plus 50% XP from companion kills. And the Negotiator, minus 20% vendor prices. Nice. Tier 2, Run and Gun, minus 65% movement penalty to accuracy. The Reaper, plus 25% time dilation restored per kill. Weird Science, plus 50% science weapon damage. Speed Demon, plus 25% movement speed during time dilation. Scanner, plus 20% bonus to extra headshot weak spot damage. The Collector, plus 5 meter interactable highlight range. I love that one. Snake Oil Salesman, plus 20% vendor buying prices, which means that you make more bits as you sell stuff. Soliloquy, plus 10 dialogue skills. Pack of Pack Mules, plus 40 kilogram carrying capacity bonus from companions, because it is a shared inventory space. So they add on to your total amount that you can carry. You don't need to worry about, oh, they can carry this much or that much, or this companion carries more or less. They're all the same across the board. Hoarder, minus 50% consumable weight. Harvester, plus 15% health restored per kill. Rolling Thunder, minus 20% companion ability cooldowns for each of your kills. Tag Team, plus 25% to reset companion ability cooldown when using the other companion's ability. Interesting. We Band of Brothers, plus 25% chance to reset a companion ability cooldown on each critical hit. Tier 3. So after you've applied 10 perk points, you get to break into Tier 3 with Weird Science, plus 50% science weapon damage. Steady Hand, minus 100% ranged weapon sway, minus 100% movement penalty to accuracy. Confidence, your next attack after killing an enemy is guaranteed critical hit. Armor Master, plus 10% armor rating bonus, plus 100% skill bonus. Super Pack Mule, plus 100 kilogram carrying capacity. Tactical Master, plus 70% movement speed during time dilation for 5 seconds. Revenge, plus 20% damage. Solo Sneaker, minus 33% detection radius from enemies. Tit for Tat, plus 15% melee damage returned as health. Thick Skin, minus 15% area of effect damage received, minus 15% damage, plasma damage received. Penetrating Shots, ranged attacks inflict minus 1 armor rating for 10 seconds and can stack up to 10 times or to a negative 10. Don't Go Dying on Me. When you use an inhaler, so when you heal yourself, any downed companions are revived with a small amount of health. You will revive them to 25% health, and it does have a 15-minute cooldown. Boom. Headshot. Headshot kills deal 25% of their damage to enemies within 2.5 meters because the head explodes. And then, of course, Last Stand. Plus 30% damage while under 25% health. So those are the perks. That's how you level them up. We've talked about leveling up skills and the 10 points that you get. And now you're like, I want to be able to plan all this out. I want to be able to remember all of this. How do I do that? Well, I have a tool for you. I didn't make it. The great people over at Nukes Dragons have developed the Spacers Build. Skills, perks, happiness, the character build planner. Of course, it is in beta for the Outer Worlds. These guys have no insider knowledge. They've just gleaned what they have. So this will get better as they get to get into the game a little bit more. Their Fallout 76 builder was awesome. So here we are in the builder, and let us, no, not that, this. There we go. So under attributes, there we go. We know that we're building our sniper, right? And we want to plan this all the way out to level 30. So very high intelligence, very high perception. We say done. So here's our skills. And you can see these are all the starting stats. And you can see how it breaks down. Man, they have really done a lot of information in here. So very good on them. But you can see what the stats will be like. We can change this. We went with Elevator Operations Specialist. And then for perks, we can come in here and we say we want Lone Wolf because we travel by ourselves. We want high maintenance. We want Pack Mule for sure. We want a Traveler because we're going to be encumbered. And we also want, let's go the Negotiator. I don't think it's called the Negotiator, is it? Oh, it is called the Negotiator. Wow, and I even said it just a couple minutes ago. Look at me. What a dumbass I am. So anyway, yeah, the Negotiator, okay? So then we move on to Tier 2, and we want the Reaper, and we want the Collector, and we want Snake Oil Salesman, and we don't want Pack of Pack Mules because, again, we're running solo. We want Hoarder, and then we want, let's see, we don't need Harvester. Let's go with Scanner. Plus 20% headshot, weak spot damage. Yep. And then for Tier 3, we would go boom, headshot, of course. And we want Confidence. And we want, let's see here, penetrating shots or Armor Master. We definitely want Super Pack Mule. Plus 20% damage. That's just awesome. And we need one more. You know? See, you can see we're at level 70. And we've got 270 skill points to put in. You can literally come in here and say, okay, I want to add, you know, I don't know why that keeps going up like that. Because it doesn't work like that. So see, this is part of it, that they're not sure about everything. Yeah, it says that we've applied 50 points, but we didn't want handguns and heavy weapons. So yeah, still some kinks to work out, but for the most part, this is a great tool to use. I will put a link to it down in the description below. And of course, you also have flaws. They will be adding more flaws as they get all of the information for those flaws. So you'll be able to check that out here as well. And that is your character creation, leveling up, and how to plan for the future. How to plan for the future. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this is your first time to my channel, I will be doing more Outer Worlds content, both a gameplay series, and as I'm learning more about this game, I'll be putting out more kind of tutorial like this kind of stuff. So, sub, bell, all that good stuff. In case you didn't know, subscribing on YouTube is free. I know Twitch charges, but here on YouTube, no, you don't get charged just for subbing. It's free. And I'm not going to... You guys do what you want to do. But know that I will be putting out more Outer Worlds content. And if you love how I'm doing it, go ahead and hit that sub, hit the bell, so you get notified. That is going to wrap it up for this video. If you guys have any questions, comments, kicks, or complaints, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below. I try and answer everything that I can. If I don't have an answer, I'll find it for you. So, until next time, colonist, you take care of yourself out there. This is Draco Invictus saying this has been the greatest day in my life. See ya.